very powerful, refreshing, I have to say. And I'm so sorry that we don't have more time to hear more of you. But we're going to have 3 closing remarks that I think are going to be fantastic as well. Who doesn't know NGLS? Who doesn't know NGLS? You know the United Nations Non-Governmental Liaison Services. You are so important, NGLS. We have to make you even more important in the architecture of the next generation of the United Nations. So, Susan, give us your thoughts, because you helped so much in bringing the civil society to these events. So, Susan, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Ms. Bárcena. It's, I mean, my heart is kind of beating kind of fast right now because I don't really know what to say to the room full of you. I've been trying all year to just create the possibility for you to come and speak for yourselves. This is very emotional for me.
Don't make us cry, because, oh my goodness.
Let me just also admit I'm very sleep deprived, so I guess that's what happens. But the reason I'm sleep deprived is because I've been trying to uphold some values. And I learned these values together with you over the last 5 years. I didn't come to the UN as an expert in UN anything. I came to the UN because I had organized a big climate change demonstration in Copenhagen, and people were confused, how did it even happen? And so, because 100,000 people came on the street in a cold winter day and marched for climate action, so the NGLS in 2010 said, could you come do that inside? Could you get the stakeholders to work together inside? So I thought, why not? But then they said, okay, you have to work on climate finance. And I'm not an economist. And I never even read anything about economics ever in my life. So I was nervous, and so I just decided I would write everything down that the people who were to be consulted said, and I would study it. And this sort of birthed a new approach, because what I ended up doing is using your quotes to write the report and not putting my filter on it. And the report that I wrote was literally 100% of your quotes. And I gave it to the Secretary General's office, and they said, oh my God, this is amazing. Because they just really wanted to know exactly what you thought. And then we looked through it, and we saw that many of you who thought you had differences of opinions had a lot in common. And so this sort of created a little bit of space to bring some people together who had thought that they couldn't even be in the room with each other. So that was step one. The next, I did a couple of more consultations, but the next big thing was a big regional report that we worked on together with many of you, which is, you may also remember, is filled with a bazillion quotes. So by the time we finished that report, this is really what I come back to and why we're working so hard to let you all come speak for yourselves, is it became apparent that these reports were popular because they were quotes. And so you may as well just bring it. So we decided programmatically 1.5 years ago to say, we're putting our energy to try to come up with a model where you can spend more of your time here together with us in this environment. So to the mindset is one of humility and one of respect in order to uphold openness, transparency, accountability, and so that all of you can really feel that you're participating in these decisions, including the decisions about how your participation works. And some of it needs some refining, and we try to do that together with you. We're trying to be agile and adaptive. We also have to work together with security, with protocol, with OPGA, with the GA rules, with the member states, with the UN agencies. There's a lot to balance here. So we are grateful for the trust that you put in our office to try to help create that balancing. And I hope that looking ahead and where we go from here, in conclusion, is that you will keep that mindset going forward, whether it's me or another person. Keep using approaches that are accessible to many, lots of languages, accessible technology, telephone, not only internet, to enable all of your participation here together in the session. And in conclusion, I just want to acknowledge colleagues here from the Arab region, because we haven't had a speaker from the Arab region on the panel today. And so I recognize Dr. Danielle and also Najib from the National Observatory for Children's Rights from Morocco. And in terms of, as a concluding remark, where we go from here, they are doing exceptional work in Morocco to empower young women, girls, youth in a self-organized way. And they are going to be conducting already, for implementation on post-2015, a forum for young women in November in Morocco for international participation. So look forward to that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Susan.